Good morning. It's Monday, February 3rd. I hope you had a great weekend. My weekend consisted of me coming back to work and picking up my laptop. My colleague was like, "Don't bother, it's a blessing in disguise." But unfortunately, my husband and I were working on our taxes this weekend, so I really needed all the information on my laptop. There was intervention classes taking place for our most struggling students. So I was able to get on campus and leave right away and head back home. Well, in today's video, I am going to talk about how I motivate my students to do better in academics as well as behavior. I know teachers already spend enough money buying things for their classroom. I know I do after calculating the receipts. I've tried the non, you know, little goodies where students, were able to sit next to their partner. There were little coupon cards. They're able to use their favorite pen or bring their favorite stuffed animal. But unfortunately for this classroom this year, because of the dynamics, some of those coupon cards will not work for me. So these are some things that I'm using to tackle the behaviors that are going on in my classroom. At the start of the year, I've been using table awards. Now, table awards are more for the collaboration that's going on within their teams, knowing how to develop their peer relationships and actually get along. So now we've all had those chatty tables. And so I've come up with this table award called Whisper Warriors, leading the way with calm and composed behavior. So I do these weekly, and it helps to control that excessive talking, especially within some of the teams. I don't have the perfect situation where I'm going to have every single table, with students who work within their teams and can work quietly. We have a few students that I try to separate, and, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work perfectly. So I'm using these table awards to help calm, the loudness within the teams. Now, I'm not saying that they're not allowed to talk. There's some situations where they have to work in teams and have to work together. But then there's other situations, whether it's testing, it's time to do something independently and not collaboratively. So using these awards has helped. Now, when they get these awards for their teams, they get 5 stamps. So I have these cards. They're just little pieces of paper that I Xerox copy. They're called positive choices. And each time a table wins an award, I give them 5 stamps. And so these stamps work towards prizes. Some other awards that I give out are the Tidy Titans. Now, let's face it, we all have some students that aren't the most organized, and I find things all over the floor. I find pencil shavings, little pieces of paper that they might cut and just, throw on the floor. So that's a good award to give out. The work wizards, these are the kids that are continuously on task and they get things done. So they're helping each other out to complete assignments as well as understanding them. And then we have one more. These are the collaboration crew. That means the team works really well together. There's not arguing, they listen to each other, they understand each other's perspectives. And I like to give out these awards weekly, as I mentioned before. What about those students who just are not helping their team win some type of table award? So this time I've created something new so that those students whose team sometimes doesn't always win has a chance to win individual stamps. We have the silent achiever is what I call it. And this is the person who stays quiet and is working hard, even when the task looks difficult. So these are our talkers, is what I call it. And so it also helps to motivate those students who are the most chattiest in the classroom. So this is one individual award. I have responsibility rock star as well. And these are the kids, it's more about the homework. I still have kids out of 26 students. I have probably a third of them turning in the homework complete for the entire week. So I'm recognizing those students who are consistently turning in their homework, as well as those students who may not have been that student, but I'm noticing progress towards turning in the homework. They can also receive one of these responsibility rock stars. And I have 3 of these that I give out. I also have brave participants. So these are those kids that are super shy, that never want to say anything. And so I recognize those students who may not participate every single day, but I catch them participating maybe twice a week. They will receive a Brave Participant Award. Then I have those students who are the unstoppable learners. These are the kids who absolutely sometimes do nothing, right? They sit there. Um, I try to motivate those students with this type of award. So when I see them accomplishing, maybe they have like 5 things to do, maybe they get half of it done. And I'm noticing this every day during the week. They can earn this award. So this is how I'm tackling those behaviors that I'm noticing that I want to change into a positive by giving these awards. I'm noticing a change. It's a slow change, but I'm noticing because kids are now filling up their cards. I'm still catching those kids that are being awesome and that are following our classroom promises. I also give recognition for achievement in academics. Now, this is more of our tests that we've been completing throughout the school year. Behind me, we had a math challenge. I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. It was the interim block assessment, and it focused in on the base 10 numbers and operations. We had a little competition amongst our fourth graders, our fourth grade classes, and we were victorious in that. And we were able to receive in and out for our lunch. I did not purchase that. Our school administrative team purchased that for my students. All right, these are the certificates. It's Math Comeback Champ. So this particular student met their goal and met the standard on our interim assessment block test for the ESPA. And then this student here in particular, Improvement Spotlight, this student showed awesome progress. She went from standard not met to approaching standard. So I went ahead and bought little mini cupcakes for my students who achieved their annual typical growth. There's a typical growth and there's a stretch growth. Students who met their annual typical growth, they will receive a mini cupcake. In addition to the cupcakes, those students who achieved a percentage of 70% or above as far as their annual typical growth will receive a pencil depending on which area or both areas. I have one for math. This one says Math Superstar. You're on point in math, celebrating your mid-year growth, and it has a cute little eraser. And I also have one for ELA, Turning the Page and Reading, celebrating your mid-year growth as well. So for those students who are receiving the stamps, I have my prize box. It's in this big C's candy. And inside my prize box, I have little squishy toys. I have these little ball squishies. These are really cute. These little poppets, a little journal. The kids are really into soccer. So I have these little soccer balls. I have stickers in my sticker box that they can pick from. So I have different types of stickers as well. And I also have these bookmarks that smell like chocolate, vanilla, mint, and they smell really good. And the students love them. It's a place to mark their pages when they are reading. Well, I've come to the end of the day. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up, go through my closets. I've been trying to dump a little bit at a time so that I can reorganize. And I need to change up some bulletin boards. I probably won't have time for that. I want to get out by 3:15. Usually I stay later, but this time I'm going to make sure I'm out on time. So have a great evening. See you next time.